Welcome back to Financial Model Series 1.2. This is our video number 5 actually, and we are going to talk about the PMT function in Excel. So what does a PMT function does for you is it will allow you to find out your EMI for a loan. Whether you're going for a housing loan or you're going for a personal loan, you can use this as a calculator for you. But again, there is a catch in it, because when you're working in a PMT functionality, the PMT function works a little differently, and probably you would have seen that a little bit more. I'll explain you more on that component right now. I've already calculated a PMT functionality here, but I would like to make it a little better here. So when I go back to our list, I'll give a PMT functionality. When I go for PMT function, normally if you want to know more about it, you will see a small pop-up that comes into play for us in our list. Normally I will just give a tab and then go to a function argument by giving Control A here. That's going to take the data set for me in this list, and then it shows the data set clearly here, saying that it calculates the payment of a loan based on a constant payment and a constant interest rate. If the interest rates are going to change, then the EMI will also change. But again, when I calculate PMT function, or when I use PMT function for calculating EMI, then I will be getting a constant payment of EMIs throughout my period, and then a constant interest rate will also be in place. Let's move down to the data set, and I have marked a few color range here where I've converted all the data that I add earlier in this list is an annual way, or it's all on per annum basis. And then whatever I did right now is I converted that into monthly one here. So by that way we can calculate the data set better, and then you can see that this is monthly. So this is the interest calculation that I did. This is the formula that I've used here. So let me just tell you the formula. And then this is the formula that I've used to convert this. And I would like to add the old school way of displaying a formula here. I'm not using the latest one. I can use a formula text to achieve this also. Again, at the moment my data doesn't have a result here, so I can just take the result here, then it will show you the formula here. I no longer require this. I'm going to just select this and then color it out. So the formula that I've used is for interest calculation is divided by 12, and then for a month calculation I multiplied that by 12. When you go to a PMT calculation, a simple calculation doesn't go to the entire formula, but I wish to use the entire formula here. By that way I can show you the difference between a proper EMI calculation and a simple EMI calculation. So simple EMI calculation will be like this, and then you can see the rate of interest. Again, if you are selecting a yearly basis, then you will be adding this formula into your specific syntax here. For example, I'll choose both of them. I'll show you both the component for us. The first part is I'm taking a yearly point, then I divide that by 12. You can see whatever result that I gave below in the monthly part, it shows the same way, and then the same component will come for you when you convert the years into a month. And normally whenever we work on an EMI, the result will be in a negative when I choose the data set directly. So for example, if I'm going to choose, this is a loan that I'm going to get right now, and then when I give a value, you can see that the valuation comes in a negative here. When I give an OK, you can see the valuation comes in negative. But in the formula we have more than what we have done right now. We have two more fields in here. The fourth field doesn't make any big sense, but the fifth field does it in a calculation of EMI. By default, the calculation will always be blank at the last 2 points, or I will set the fourth option as 0. That is the future value after paying all my EMIs. That's the value I'll be having it, or that's the value that I owe to the banker or whomsoever who gave the loan to me. The next part is the type. Again, you can choose a 1 or 0. The default option is 0 here. When I don't do anything, it will consider as 0. Then the answer will be similar here. Now I'm going to just take the copy of this data set and then I'll paste it here below. The subtle variant that I'm going to do right now is I'm going to change the last type here. When I backspaced out the last 0, then it shows you two different output. 0 stands for end of the period and 1 stands for the beginning of the period. If I pay the loan in the beginning of the month or the first 15 days of the month, then my EMI will drastically reduce a bit here on a monthly case. Now you can see that the valuations are reduced here. I'm going to just say this plus this, then when I get the value, sorry, I'll minus it. So there will be a subtle variant in our list. So if you pay the loan a little later than the normality, or if you pay the loan on the 17th of the day, then you are paying a little bit higher than the normal. And if I calculate this for a 36-month period, then that's going to be a big amount that we are going to save here. So this is just a simple personal loan calculation that I'm doing, and I can see that I'm literally saving around 6,800 rupees here, or 6,800 rupees a year. If it is a home loan, then we will bare minimum pay for 15 years, and the interest rate is a little different. And then normally the home loan is a daylight robbery, I can say so. But again, those who have the wish to do it and those who have the tenacity or the patience to do that, they can go for a home loan. Again, I preferably tell, if you are going for a home loan, don't ever go for a home loan with 10% of the total asset value. Go for 80% of the value in your pocket. 20% you can go for the loan, and the rest can be done at a much faster rate. This is EMI calculation. I will be adding another video on PMT here, where I am going to use PMT a little better with its subsequent formulas like PPMT and IPMT. This is Vinod signing out from iSelf Academy YouTube channel, Financial Modeling Series 1.2, video number 5 on PMT function. Thank you so much. Catch you later.